Hello everyone, this is Dinsdale 1978 coming to you once again from Team MP. This time I'm bringing you some Resistance 3 beta action. I picked up the beta once again after they've done some changes and a number of server wipes, and I had to start out again from level 1. I'm about level 5 or 6 here, I think level 5 at this point. I've unlocked some of the guns, and I think I may have just unlocked some ability points but didn't know how to spend them. I did figure it out in the game after this and had a bunch of fun just running around with a different gun and some abilities leveled up, and it did kind of open up for me a little, this game did, but at the same time I noticed a lot of unbalanced action because the people who were able to level up to level 30 very quickly, which I'd imagine there's going to be a lot of people in the game, have skills and weapons that far outclass the average player. Now granted, I did pretty well on this. I think I ended up going 13 and 5, something of that nature. And for a game I don't play very much and don't know anything about most of the skills and guns at this point. In fact, it took me a long time to realize that there was a secondary fire on every weapon and not just one or two. Yeah. I did okay for me. But this isn't a game I'm going to put a lot of time into, unfortunately. It's a good game. It's a fun shooter. There's a lot of intricacy to the shooting and to the ability stacking and things of that nature. Like you see these guys throwing up defensive bubbles here. I learned the quick way that you cannot fire inside a defensive bubble out at people. You can't throw grenades inside the bubble. You can put it that way, but you don't want to because they will not leave the bubble. You can use it to bank shots off of. I know there's somewhere here where I throw one of the they're called hedgehogs or something, whatever they're called, mines, and it kind of bounces on top and then falls down beside me instead of going forward. And those are the things you learn along the way. But at the same time, there's lots of things that you find out that are just kind of annoying in this game, and it's sad to see people camping corners again and standing up in one area and just sniping as if they're awesome. But I ended up getting the assault shield there, and my thought pattern was I'm going to try and get to where I see a lot of the red dots in the map, and I know they're firing at my guy, so I'll just pop the assault shield in and use that to get a few more kills up and build a kill streak up. So here we go. That's what my thought was here. Everybody seems to go and hide. Now, I don't know if my guys were flanking there or what, but it didn't do much for me. And I hadn't changed to the tactical layout, so every time you see me punch in the air, it's not me doing some sort of motion to show my angst at the game or something. It's because I was hoping to crouch, and I wasn't hitting the right button. So I didn't even switch it at the end of the night. I think I lost an internet connection, which is something I wish I could talk more about. But I would hate to start... there's the mine. See that go there? I would hate to start... saying rude things against my internet provider and have them completely shut me off or something. But anyhow, I was in here with another MP, but we could never get on the same side because we didn't switch teams in lobbies. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't sure if he was going to join up. MP Jackie, who has also released a nice video doing a dual comm with his son about this game. And I gotta say, I wish there was more money in my bank account and more time in the calendar because I might actually pick this up. But as it sits right now, I'm not a fan of the Resistance story because I never played any of the other games. And although the gameplay and the multiplayer gameplay is fun, and I could see an addicting element to it, I have a feeling it would really burn out quickly. The animations are so stiff. There isn't a whole lot of variety, in my opinion, to these maps. They are pretty, but it's just, how much can you do with a apocalyptic world? I played the Seashore one as well, and this train yard, and it's all seemed to me to be designed about 5-6 years ago. Very blocky. You can't jump on things. You can barely move around. And your gun seems to make you float. Looks like you're floating in midair because you're not really running when you have it aimed in front of you. It just has a dated feel, and I feel bad for Insomniac Games because there's so many great shooters coming out very soon that are going to pretty much blow the doors off this. And this may take some people's time, take hardcore fans, and they're going to love it. But I'm sorry, I just cannot see why I would spend my money on this game at this point. Yeah. But anyhow, like I said before, my internet was going out. I use Verizon only because that's what I've always used. Use DSL. I bumped up my package to one of their higher level packages. Here we go. Now, before I get into that, I got the Augur. Somehow got up enough kill streaks. I think it was 6 or 7 or something like that to get the Augur, and I didn't know what that was, so I'm just running around like shooting stuff like, this is gonna be great. And then I realized it shoots through walls, but people can still shoot you. I wonder if you're able to layer the battle shield or assault shield, I think it's called, and the auger, and that's probably how those people get those insane suits of armor, chain gun kill streak at that point. I don't know how many that is to get to that kill streak, but I was having fun with that, and I wish I would have had more time to test that out because I think it's like a pretty overpowered weapon. Yeah, I'd say so. Shooting through walls and getting X-ray vision. But, it seems like people had that anyhow with me in this game. But yeah, back to my troubles with the internet provider. I use Verizon DSL. It seemed to be getting slow the last week or so, and I tried to do a live chat with them, and I wasn't at home at the time because I didn't have much internet. I can't do it very well. They kept going out on me. They weren't very much help. And I told them so. My wife got angry at me for saying it that way. But basically told them, great job at reading a script from a book. You're doing an ace job, A+, you win. And I can't remember the gentleman's name. I believe it was a gentleman, maybe it was a woman in the live chat. But they weren't much help. And so I filed a support request because my internet, I should be getting at least 3 megabits per second up to 8. And that's what I pay for. At the time I was getting 4 kilobits per second. There's a big difference there. Yeah, that's below the minimum service they offer, and I'm paying for something above that. I was hoping they would be able to help me fix that. They still didn't have a solution, so I replaced some wires, did some checking on my own, and got it up to about 1.2 MBS. And so far so good. At least I can upload videos again and play games at a fairly good level. But it seems to be intermittent and goes out, and I'm a little frustrated. So I'm ready to switch to cable. We don't have any fiber optic services around here, technically, like Fios or Uverse, things like that. So I have to go with Comcast Xfinity. Don't really want to do that because I've heard a lot of bad things about Comcast. But what can you do? You got to have internet, and I want to get something good before Battlefield 3 comes out. I'm going to be posting a ton of videos about Battlefield 3, and I just can't wait. But anyhow, I did pretty good here for not knowing what to do in the game. I think there's a lot of other people not knowing what to do in this game. I go 13-5 actually with 6 assists. And what can I say? Play the beta, give it a shot. I don't know if you're going to like it or not. I know myself, I won't be buying it.